Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Hilltown Deluxe, where we're trying desperately to train up this amazing amount of dogs that we have. Oh, we're doing pretty well actually. Look at these little red foxes. We just have so bloody many of them now. I'm not sure really what, I mean they're good for combat I suppose. But, yeah. Aside from that, they're not super... Oh hey, these ones can haul. Sweet, train them to do that. Good. Okay. Anyway, standard Astro scenario, guys. I'd start doing the intro and welcoming you to the game, and then completely lose my place and go, wait, what was I doing? But I would assume that you guys are probably fairly used to that sort of shenanigans by now. So, hey, welcome back. Last time was pretty good. We got all of our new bedrooms all populated up, well, with the exception of one, but that's okay. That can be a spare. The spare room, you have that all made up, and you have, like, fresh linen and towels in there for when you have visitors come and sort of, hang out with you for a week or two. It's always a bit of a risky thing having a spare room like that, because if you leave it for too long, then the bedding kind of can get a bit musty and start to smell a little bit funky, so you kind of have to air those rooms out occasionally and make sure that they just don't get too whiffy. Because it is easy to just leave that door closed forever and ignore it, but hey, that's the joys of having a spare room, right? You remember a while ago how this got attacked and destroyed during a thing? I kind of was thinking about that, and I think that I should get some marble walls set up around it, just to make sure that this thing doesn't get, destroyed again in the future. We'll have just a standard wooden door next to it, and then we'll put a vent on so that it doesn't get too hot in there. But this is just to make sure. I mean, I could leave the roof off, I suppose. It's fine. But just to make sure that this doesn't get, ripped apart again like it did last time. Cool. So, what are we going to do today? I think we did fairly well last time, and anyone who was requiring urgent medical attention has been seen to, which is tops. I'm quite thrilled about that. Lolita is getting our new 50 cal anti-material gun set up, which we can put up here, just in case... we get some more of those nasties like this chap coming down and, damaging things that are, well, damaging our people for starters. The other thing that I wanted to look at was our research. So we've got advanced bionics underway at the moment, and brain surgery is the next one along the line, which I'm kind of intrigued here, because we recall what happened to Sammy, who's currently visiting it. Where is he? Sammy, where are you? Oh, he's paying homage to Lauer, because Lauer bought it last episode in the attack of the of these mechanoids that came and ripped us up. Sammy has a permanent gunshot injury to the brain, which look, it's weakened a bunch of this stuff. He can't talk, he can't hear. He's pretty wrecked, honestly. And then, amusingly, we gave him a grenade launcher, which is, one of the most destructive and wildly dangerous things that you can have in the game. So with brain surgery, we might potentially be able to, repair his brain. But in the meantime, before we get to that, let's start pushing a few other things that we kind of might need. So gas operation, and then pushing down into these different weapons here, will mean that we can start producing our own... What? Oh, a hydroponics basin just broke down. It'll mean that we can start pushing down into this level and building some more cool weapons for our dudes to do some more cool things. We might even then push into like shield belts. I would love to see that, or at the very least power armor, so that we can stop our dudes from getting as wrecked as what they currently are. In the meantime, however, I think it's at this bench. I kind of feel like helmet. Helmet. Armor vest. Advanced helmet. Okay, what does an advanced helmet require? Plasteel, 2 components. Okay, so let's get... I think we should be able to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do we need 13 helmets, or can we get away with just... Let's just do 5. Right? And once those 5 helmets have been produced, we'll get like our frontline people, like Cactus and Zia. We'll get them equipped with helmets so that we can make sure that in the event of Boom Boom, these guys don't run the risk of taking a massive headshot and then either dying or becoming very bad at what they do. And then eventually we'll look at repairing Sammy. Repairing? I guess that's the best term for it. You know, we tend to look on ourselves in this place as, expandable machines. And everyone has the ability in this place to be enhanced, shall we say. I also feel like a lot of these bedrooms are fairly mediocre at the moment. Let's have a look. Oh, look, it's 1. It's not too bad. These ones down here are pretty good. Somewhat impressive, somewhat rich. This one, yeah, somewhat, slightly. 6, 1.2? Oh, because there's a big muddy footprint inside the door there. 3, okay. So, let's get a few more bits of art on the way. It's something that we haven't concentrated on in quite some time. So if we look in production, we should be able to make a sculptor's table. Back where it used to be. And we've got plenty of blocks here ready to go. So we can get this sculptor's table set up and then start making... I don't know, I guess we've got a bunch of slate floating about. And limestone we can probably use as well. Because we don't use limestone in our general building, we tend to use marble. So slate and limestone we'll make our statues out of. And that way we can start like tarting this place up so people are just on the whole happier. I think that'll be a good thing. I think that'll be nice. Cool. So let's get rid of that. Take ourselves back up to 2x speed. Research is cranking along very nicely thanks to Tico and Phoebe manning the research bay. Do we want to increase our research ability? I kind of feel like we do. I kind of feel like that room is not quite large enough. But look, we'll leave it for the time being. And perhaps we can consider... Oh my god, things are breaking down all over the place. Perhaps we can consider expanding this out later on. But at the moment, research is progressing quite quickly. You know, we're getting our gas operation underway. So that should make us able to produce, what? Chain shotguns and LMGs, cool. Then precision rifling, I'm assuming, yep, assault rifles and sniper rifles. It'd be good to give Zia a sniper rifle now. She's currently got an assault rifle, which is fine, but it's not quite as accurate or, you know, as good as what it could be. And then charge shot gives us, charge rifles. Charge rifle, it's kind of the equivalent of a shotgun, but... Oh my giddy aunt. My prayers have been answered. We have chickens. How many chickens did we get? Chickens? Rooster, hen, 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 hen. Oh my god. Guys. It's finally happened. I'm slightly mad. Oh, no, sorry. Because chickens are way better than turkeys. These turkeys are all pretty wrecked. Although one of them's bonded, so I can't murder them now, which is a bit of a shame. But these chickens, if I bring them down and put them into the turkey zone here, where is the turkey zone? Here's the turkey zone, right? They're going to live in this zone here. Oh my goodness. Wild chickens. Oh, look at them. Look at them cruising along. Ever so happy just dawdling down towards the base and hopefully not getting mauled by tortoises or, you know, cougars. I'm sure there's a cougar here and there which would love to pick off a group of chickens. Wow. Okay, that's a totally welcome thing. And the reason I say that is because in the past I've had problems with... oh, okay. Sorry, not problems. I've had chickens in the past, and that was part of the reason why I always wanted chickens in this map, is because when you have a good supply of chickens and you manage how many eggs you use versus how many you use to breed with, then you can actually wind up with almost a limitless supply of chicken eggs. So I'm actually quite blown away that this has just fallen in our lap like this. It's one of these things where sometimes this game rubs you the wrong way and it gives you horrible things that don't help you, and sometimes awesome things happen. Where is... So that's an unfinished helmet. What's this? Oh, this is the 50 cal. Lolita is still fluffing around and not getting this 50 cal turret up and running. Okay, here she goes. It must take a heck of a lot of work. It does. It's a very, very difficult thing to produce. So I guess I can't be too upset with Lolita for taking this long to produce this guy. But that's okay. We'll give her a little bit of time. We'll let her concentrate and do what she needs to do. And then we'll skimp... What? Mash gone. Oh, it's a fish. Right. Yeah, so we'll let her complete that, and we'll install that up on this end of the base here. So that can go here along with a turret, and then snipers can stand down here for when we have incursions in this end of the base. It should hopefully help us to keep things under control a little bit better. Excellent. Wow, well that's good. Sammy's making up some components for us. Tico and Half are getting research completed. This is really starting to chug along quite nicely here. I'm really happy with this. I'm not super happy with how many foxes there are, though. And they seem to be going everywhere. Which is nice for them hauling stuff around for me. But it's not the nicest for them tracking muddy footprints around the place. Unfortunately, while they can haul, they can't then clean. So I wonder if we need to... where is it? Animals. So they're restricted to the woofer zone. And the woofer zone... Hang on, let's just zoom out here. It includes everything except for the turkey area and the you know... and none of the crops, and they're restricted away from the meat area of the fridge. Man, that's pretty good. That's not bad. I suppose that should at least keep them from causing too many problems. Alright, let's leave them to it, but I think we need... Oh, you know what it is? You know why the house is suddenly so filthy? Is because Laura was doing all the cleaning for us. And everyone else is like, you know, critically doing all of these things. I'll tell you what, Tico, put that back down to 3. We'll let Phoebe and Half do the research with their replacement spines. And Maze is okay to keep doing vet stuff. What else we got here? Wow. Maze really loves growing things. But I kind of need you to be more doctoring than anything else. Everyone can clean, but there's just too much work on at the moment for anyone to sort of get stuck in and do a bunch of cleaning. I'll tell you what, let's let things roll for a second. I won't queue up any new work. I haven't put anything on the sculptor's table at this stage, so we'll let that, you know, sit. Ooh, a thrombos. Thrombos are interesting. I mean, you can tame them, but they're kind of dangerous to tame. You can Where is it? Gigantic creature of unknown origin. The Thrumbo is gentle by nature, but extremely dangerous when enraged. Its long fur is exceptionally beautiful and valuable, and its razor-sharp horn is very valuable in most markets. Legends say that an old Thrumbo is the wisest creature in the universe. It simply chooses not to speak. So you can tame them, or you can kill them and take their, their horn and whatnot and sell that stuff on the black market. I assume there's a black market for Thrumbo horns. But I kind of don't like doing it. They're such a majestic creature. I kind of want to just let them do their thing and potter about and have some fun. So I think we'll probably leave him to it. Let him, wander along around the map and just do his own thing. I think we kind of need to, hang on, let's get some fresh meat assigned here, because we're running low on meat yet again. We've got a few meals back stockpiled here, but not quite enough. So we'll let some hunting take place. I did say just a moment ago that I was going to avoid, queuing up too much more work, but look, certain things you've got to do. When it comes to new work that will then feed our colonists, I think that's a worthy thing to allow to take place. So now that you've got a new chair, is your comfort decreasing? No, it's not decreasing any. Well, it's still decreasing. I'm not sure if it's going down faster or slower than before. And beauty, that's an interesting one, because this room, 0.5. It's clean, but it's neutral, it's average sized, and it's rich. So perhaps we can add a few bits and bobs into this room to make it a little less gross. What's this? Oh, yayo. Oh, I don't want that. And this? Go juice. No. Let's try. Make a small sculpture. And it should be Zia that comes to do this when she's awake, because she does like doing artsy things. In fact, let's, where is she? Art? Half and Tico and Zia. Zia, crank that up to a 2 for me. Even though I should let you do some cleaning. Well, someone's been doing some cleaning. A little bit of cleaning. But there's still a good amount of janky footsteps all over the place, which are mussing the place up. Everything's breaking down at the moment. It just must be the time for it. So when Zia's back up and running... Oh, she's already started. Great. Okay. Oh, and I didn't specify what I wanted to make that out of. I don't want you to use steel or wood. And I don't want you to use marble, but any other blocks are fine. What are you making this out of? Limestone. Excellent. Excellent work. That's exactly what I wanted you to use. So when that sculpture finishes up, we'll plonk it down here, and we'll see if anyone in this room, then, like, their beauty should decrease at a lower rate. And comfort's actually pretty good here as well. That's fine. I still need to get on top of this clothing situation. We have a whole bunch of clothing standing by, but it's kind of like we keep making cowboy hats. Oh, I see, because we've got... That's right. I wanted to be like the super duper cowboy hat supplier to the universe. But I think that that's kind of folly at the moment. I think that's something we probably need to sort of let go. Oh dear. And there's a combat supplier, but I'm not sure where they are. No? Somewhere? Huh. Well, they'll turn up eventually. Cool, where were we? So research. So Half's doing her part. I'm doing my part. And Tico is, Phoebe has probably nipped off, I think. Let's get Tico back onto it. I want research to be a super duper priority. If you can't do any research, then do other things. Why are things getting dumped in here? I don't really want things to be dumped in there, guys. Oh, I think that's where we put... Yeah, let's just remove that zone for now. Because of this. That's a bit of a problem. Are the dogs getting enough kibble? Yeah, there's a good amount of kibble here. That should be enough to keep them running. I'm not too thrilled about the dogs getting access to animal corpses, because they will eat them and it'll mean that we won't be able to, you know, have as much stuff for human consumption. Though, you know, keeping the dogs happy and healthy is a good thing to have. It's a good thing to concentrate on. Right. Has Zia finished this statue? She has. It's a poor statue. She's a bit out of practice, unfortunately, but that's fine. Let's plop that in there. And we'll keep these guys a little bit boosted so far as their beauty needs go. Comfort's still going down, even though they've got a chair to sit on. Although not as... So that one's normal. And that one's normal. Here's a poor statue. How do you feel about that? Needs? And hot. How hot is it in this room? 24 degrees. That's not bad. I mean, it's a little bit hotter than what it could be, but it's not bad. But I just realized that we don't have a vent in this room, so let's pop one in. We've got the cooler out here, right? So that should help to keep this room down at a comfortable 21 degrees. See, look, as soon as that hole got opened up, it was fine. So we'll keep that hole open, and we'll carry on from there. I also just noticed a little thing pop up to say that the 50 cal machine gun was complete, which is pretty awesome. And it's been... Where is it then? It said it completed. It's not in the storeroom here. Where did it go? Now we begin on the case of the missing 50 cal machine gun. You know, the sort of thing that's really hard to spot. Where? Oh, I see. I needed to contact them. No, never mind. That probably would help if I actually read notifications instead of just, you know, just blundering along like I normally do. I'm assuming that 50 cal has been transplanted into one of the weapons racks that we have, but I can't seem to see it anywhere. So it's not here next to the table where it was completed. It's not been placed up into here anywhere. Has it been placed into one of these? I don't think... I mean, these just look like normal weapons. And then down here, what's this? Chain shotgun. Sick. These are all just standard rifles. Where did it go? Because... I don't understand. It's been relocated to question marks. Well, that's irritating. I mean, you know, would have preferred it if... what about this? Shield belt? That's spacer level as well. Let's get fire foam researched. That'll be a good one to have. Where would I... Alright, let's do some RP, guys. If I were Lolita, and I had just finished building a 50 cal machine gun, where would I... Uh-oh, was that a flicker of power? No? Oh, that was just the lights coming on down here. So, if you just completed a heavy machine gun, and it hadn't been declared as to where that machine gun went, or was destined to go, where would you put it? Would you put it in the storage room? Maybe. I'm exacerbated now. This is really starting to... Aha! There it is. Wow, that's actually just a turret 50 cal... How does this work? Use this to build the anti-material turret. Okay. Is it then in security? Because the last one I could just build. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, this is beyond anything that I had imagined. Should we put it right in the center? I feel that we should. Right there. And it still requires 15 components to make. And one of those things. Wow. Howitzer turret. Cannon turret. Gordon Bennett. This is going to be crazy. Okay, we'll get this sucker up and running. and then we'll see what it looks like. Who are these guys? Trade ship is passing by. They're a textiles trader. Huh. Let's contact them, shall we? Zia, contact the textiles trader. Let's see what these guys have for us. You need an orbital trade beacon, which we have, and place a stockpile of items over it. Okay. So wow, they've got some really good prices. You can have this turkey leather and some shoddy pants. We've got an arm. Oh no, they've got an armor vest. Never mind. I guess you can also have some of my pathetic cowboy hats, and a toque, and a beaver skin cowboy hat, and a buffalo wool, and this and that. Okay, so you guys can have that stuff. I want cloth. Do you have any cloth? Ooh, devil strand. Ooh, hyperweave. No, I just want some cloth. Do you have any cloth? You don't. Well, that's a bit of a shame. Wowzers. This guy has some good cash. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, they do have cloth. They have 2,100. Let's go... Let's just give me 500. It's going to cost me a bit, but I would like to have a good reserve of cloth for building things that I need to build. At the moment, I'm not able to produce enough of it to keep up with what I'm doing. Oh, hello. Half and Tico. Ah, my research buddies. It's a research romance. Ah, it's all happening this episode. This is thrilling. So a research romance has happened. We got a bunch of chickens hanging out in the place. We've got a terrifying turret, which is not yet planned. Cactus needs steel. Okay. We'll come back to that then. So yeah. Well, these guys are going to need a new bedroom. I see that this one's been emptied out, so I'm assuming, yep, Half and Tico have moved their way up to here. Aha. So Half has an advanced helmet. I must have produced that back in the day. Okay. Well, let's get these new loverbirds set up with some fresh and lovely art to go in their bedroom. Fire foam has been completed, which is rad. That's probably something I should have considered getting quite some time ago. Because it means that I can, you know, I can place those fire foam poppers all over the place, and make sure that, well, if there is a fire, we can just chem fuel. Oh, let's do that. Great. So yeah, fire foam poppers I can stick about, and in the event of a fire outside the base, they'll just go bloop, and then that's it. They'll sort of take care of things for us. So let's have a look at where do they go? Floors, no. Joy, Misk? Misk, it's probably in Misk. Pod launcher, transport pod, sweet, I forgot we researched that, and crypto sleep caskets, which is awesome. Fire foam popper, what does it require? Steel component. Okay, so let's have a couple of those, and we'll just place them in the front section of the base here, so that in the event of a fire in the front area of the base, they'll just pop and stop the fire from coming too close. Having some inside would probably be good as well, but I think that should do us for the time being. But we are starting to really have some troubles with steel. So there's a little bit down here, which I can just queue up. But I think we probably should do another batch of strip mining. Let's see. Where's the next section? This guy? This guy. Okay. So let's order up some strip mining through here. We'll go like this. And then 1, 2, and then strip. Strip. 1, 2. Like that. Have one through here as well. I mean, it's not super necessary to do this, honestly. It's not it's not something that you really have to do, but I find it's just a very... crap. It's a very efficient way of making sure that you don't miss any minerals in a mountain. Get all of that gold. And here. And that psychic ship we're going to have to deal with. So let's just queue all of this up. And... oh, you know what? We'll get all of that. And a little strip through here, just to make sure that we, you know, there's nothing hiding here, for example. Now, where's this psychic ship? Let's have a look. Oh dear, here we go. There it is. Another bloody... oh, it's fairly close this time. Alright, so we're going to have to take this guy down. Thankfully, the rain is going to put out the fires that have been started here. They're also going to take care of this... emu, which has been burned. Oh my god. Oh, poor emu. So yeah, we're gonna have to take care of this guy next episode. We'll man up the mortars. We'll get this guy completed, and then we'll see what we can do about setting this up and fixing that blight as well. Anyway, friends, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rimworld, and I'll see you next time. Bye.